Bit of scenery and loads of history here, as always. So everything's very kind of ancient religions and stuff. The names still adorn some places. It's actually quite bright today. Definitely the sun is higher in the sky and all that. I just thought that was nice. I thought I'd show you that. So on our way to the new inn, which is I've only been there once before, but it was I was really impressed by the range of kind of cask beers that they had on, and I was only in there for kind of a little while, but today I've got more kind of time in Canterbury. Oh, it's a nice little view of Canterbury Cathedral.
Without the scaffold. Oh, you can see a bit.
Well, there's a bit of scaffolding, but they've been doing quite a lot of work on that. But anyway, maybe I'll get a photo later. But you're suffering today, aren't you?
I am. Hay fevery. Fucking one bit of sun and then I get hay fever.
Yeah, no, it's tree pollen. So it's all of this going on at the moment in the UK. So yeah. But it's very spring-like. It's quite. Apart from that, it's a
lovely day.
It's really pleasant.
Lovely day to get
shit-faced. Shit-faced. We're just going to go steady halves. They will accumulate to dribble later, of course. Hopefully I won't go into a deep conversation on the train home. But we'll see. Is it this way?
I hope so.
So, but yeah, we'll get to the pub and I'll show you. There'll probably be music playing, so I don't know if I could be bothered if I get copyright strikes. I do. If I don't, I don't. Not bothered. Birds singing. Very nice. Very nice. So here at the new inn, kind of off the main drag of Canterbury, but do some fantastic cask beers. We've actually got a guy here delivering some bits and bats at the moment. So yeah, I have to just go across the road so you can sort of see. You wouldn't know it's a pub unless you saw the sign. So if you're right opposite, it just kind of blend in from this angle, but obviously it's got the sign outside. So yeah, we'll go in and have a look. Get a few halves, I expect.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Alright. Oh no, we've got that as well.
Can I go for a half of the Harveys Dark Markets?
Got that as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
right next to me.
Yeah. Got the same, please.
Yeah, is it a half again?
Yes, please. So we're going for that. Harveys Dark Mild. It's got a little outside seat there. It looks really quite pleasant, to be honest with you. Remember them? The QR codes. This is really pleasant. Lovely outside seating area. Obviously in the winter months when it's freezing cold or at night, it's got a little kind of house thing there. Could actually sit out here quite nicely actually. We might come out here in a minute. But yeah. Nice bit of rosemary. That's funny, I thought she'd gone to Canada. Will anyone get that reference? I doubt it. But yeah, really, really nice. Not cold either. Out the wind. Right, let's go back in. I think we're going to probably have an Arbor beer on cask now. So we come out to the back area. There's less music, which is, you know, there's only a few seconds earlier, but it is what it is. So we've got a nice little seat here, got some really comfy chairs. As you can see, we've got a darker beer. So as you may have seen in the, well, you'll see the photo after. So we've actually got Harveys Dark Mild, 3% ABV.
A real dark mild.
A real dark mild, as I said earlier. But 3% ABV, cask, really well kept. I mean, I've heard about this place for a long time. It's one of them places I've always wanted to come, and then I finally got round to it a few weeks back.
Yeah.
When I done kind of a vlog-ish, that one, and then it just stopped because then you join company and it's just a bit awkward. So 3% mild, looks considering the ABV, it's kind of dark, kind of mahogany, chestnutty type looking thing. Obviously, I've had a little sip already.
I've had a bit of a
he's had a just you like it.
I'm excited.
On the aroma, then, yeah, it's I say I picked up like kind of light chocolatey kind of malt character, milky chocolate almost.
A little bit of a like a red licorice thing come through now. Now I can get my nose in it a bit.
Maybe, yeah, or perhaps I mean, I'd say it's opened up. I mean, it's only on cask, but
yeah,
maybe that just pulling through on the hand pullers opened up a few things.
Yeah,
that we weren't getting just a minute ago, but it smells nice. Give it a try. Cheers.
oh, the sunlight's coming in now.
Let there be light. Enlighten you. You can drink it all day. It's
one of those beers.
It's clean. It's slick. There's a slight slickness, as I was saying just a little while ago. You've got that milky chocolate kind of character. There's a slight kind of. I mean, originally when I first tried it, there's a slight kind of spiky bitterness on the back end, but that seems to have dropped off now. Now I've had a few more sips, which can happen with beers. Your palate adjusts and shit like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And these little subtle original things that they kind of fade away. But yeah, a 3% mild. It's one I've always wanted to try. We don't really get, even though we're not far from East Sussex, here in sort of North East Kent, don't really see too many miles. And if you do, it's normally the Harvey's best bitter. You're saying you don't get too much.
Don't get any Harveys around Suffolk at all, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd have to go to London. I'd have to go to London to get some Harveys.
Yeah, so there you go. So Lewis, we're going to be visiting there. When is it? The end of June.
End of June, yeah.
So we're going to be. Hopefully, we'll find a Harvey's pub and.
Yeah, I don't know if they have a tap room, do they? Do they have like a thing at the brewery?
Yeah,
they might do.
I'm just guessing we're going to find more when we go down to. We're visiting a few tap rooms and stuff, aren't we? So I don't know how much time we're going to have on the Sunday, so we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, this is Harvey's Best Bitter at the New Inn in Canterbury. They've come for him. He's here. So yeah, it's not carbonated either. So we are drinking Faked Alaska, 6% Milkshake IPA from Arbor Ales. And yeah, it's got vanilla, lactose, and then it's got Eldorado Citra Mosaic hops in this. And it's on cask. Yes, it's on cask. So, I say we thought we'd come out here. I've done that little video just a minute ago. I thought, oh, there's no music, copyright, yada yada.
The sun seems like it's going to be out for a while now.
Well, it's kind of, yeah, it's coming out all right. It's pleasant enough. So we thought we'd come out here for a beer or two. So yeah, so what are we getting on this beer then? It's just like crazy uber sweet.
Yeah.
It's just no doubt about it. It's we've had a few sips already.
Yeah. Fruit split, ice lolly.
Yeah, and it's just.
But you get that little bit of like lemony citrus with some vanilla ice cream.
You're definitely getting more of that kind of vanilla, like you say, ice creamy kind of deal. There is that citrusiness if you've got to punch your way through that. But anyway, I mean, it's really cloyingly sweet. I don't know, as I said just a minute ago, I don't know how more traditional ale drinkers would find this. I would imagine that they'll think it's way too sweet, it's hazy, being on cask.
Yeah.
I would imagine there's probably a lot of people that turn their nose up at it. I'm not personally a lover of this style. I don't know what you...
Same here. No, I'm not a big fan of of Milkshake IPA or anything with lactose in, really. Like, I think lactose should be used to aid stuff, not be like the main selling point of the beer.
Yeah, I mean, there's some things I think it does work with when you've got a nice kind of bitter kind of, I don't know, milk stout.
Yeah, milk stout. Obviously
so it kind of balances it up a little bit, which is, I think it would work fine on that.
But there's no balance here, is there? It's all sweetness.
It's just all the sweetness. There's no, I mean, bitterness. I mean, I did see that there was an IBU count somewhere on this, and
was there?
Was it 30, 35, which I ain't getting.
35 IBUs. I don't.
Was it
25
IBUs,
which is still relatively.
Which is ridiculous. I'm shocked even at that. It's kind of one of them kind of deals. But yeah, it's kind of.
I mean, it's quite well regarded. There's 5,000 check-ins. It's got an average of 3.93, so it's quite well regarded.
I mean,
but obviously that's in a can, that's on a keg, that's
multiple serving kind of things, but
for what it is, it's very good. But it's just not my cup of tea.
I don't know where this would rate within the actual style of a milkshake IPA because I don't drink a lot.
No,
I think this is where Untapped becomes. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone's got their own taste. There's not too many styles of beer I actually don't like.
Yeah.
I reckon this is probably one of them. I like them if they're not too sweet. This is probably how it's supposed to be for the style. It's one of them things where I've tried it on can, I've had it on cask now. If I saw it somewhere and there's not much else on, I might try it on a keg, but it's certainly not a beer that I'm going to be having lots of in the future. But the brewery itself, fantastic. Imagine trying to drink a 568ml can of this on your own.
Wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it.
You know,
that'd be a slog.
But you don't have it late at night. It's almost like you won't sleep. You're gonna have that sugar rush.
Yeah,
almost. But anyway, it's still pleasant enough. It's not horrible. We'll drink it. But yeah, let me know what you think about this one anyway. Another beer, same place, new in, outside, lovely fluffy clouds behind us.
Lovely fluffy beer.
Yeah, reminds me of The Simpsons, kind of. But I knew that was coming. So we have got House IPA from Howling Hops. This is coming in at 6.9% ABV. It's brewed with Mosaic and Citra hops, and there's no bittering on this.
Yeah, apparently zero, which I find hard to believe, but we'll get onto that.
According to Untapped, that is, which is always kind of interesting when, you know.
They should put
NA.
NA. That's what I was just going to say. Just put NA rather than zero.
I never get that. It's just there's none. There's no bitterness.
First world problems, I suppose.
Whatever. So we've had a bit already, as you can see. Bit of lace in there. I mean, this is on keg as well, which is nice.
And they filled it right. They filled it right up to the top.
Right to the brim, so we can actually properly give this a swirl and a sniff now on this part of the beer. So here we go then. So incidentally, these guys are at Hackney in London.
It's a lovely smelling beer.
Yeah, really tropical, dank, a little bit of citrus.
Yeah.
A little bit of dankness, a little bit of grapefruit.
Yeah, I'm getting that little sort of bubblegummy edge as well. Juicy fruit chewing gum.
I think with beers like this, we've only gone for a half, of course, because we can get through more stuff.
And it is 6.9%. This is probably the
there is a little bit of that,
so
and we haven't actually been to half the places yet.
No.
So there we go. But so these reviews will either become less frequent,
they'll get funnier.
Or you know, I can't imagine that. I'm joking. They'll get worse, probably in a funny way.
Yeah.
But it smells all right.
Yeah.
There's a slight sweetness, but yeah. I've had a few sips now, so to kind of cleanse my palate from the last beer,
which was uber sweet.
Uber sweet. But anyway,
should we go for it?
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wrong
Why
one.
is the first one today?
I know. I forgot to do on every
First
bit
one.
Addison Craig's video. So.
See.
Crossover.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. I don't know what my thing is. I don't know. We'll find out.
No, that's you.
I wasn't going to say it. There you go. Whatever. So back to the beer.
Oh yeah.
There is a beer going on here. Respect to the brewery.
I think it's a very well made beer, and I can see why it's their sort of house IPA, their core range IPA.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I think they've really picked up their game in the last sort of 2.5, 3 years.
You don't see them in Cannes. I think they've really focused on their sort of Hackney area, haven't they?
Well,
is it Hackney they're in?
Yeah. Hackney. Obviously, they're widely available in kind of London area. We do get them sporadically down this way. Normally, a company called Vertigo Beers delivers sort of down in the southeast area. I think they've expanded now, sort of to the west of London.
Yeah.
I think even as far as Bristol, they distribute. So, which a lot of London breweries they distribute around sort of the southeast, south coast probably, and certainly to the west. North wise, not too sure. Don't know what the deal is there. Used to get quite a lot of them down in my local, down at the Ravensgate kind of deal. But I do really think they picked up their game over the last sort of, like a year before the pandemic and locking down. Do you have any other beers from them? They've done a few collabs as well.
Yeah, so. To be honest, I haven't had stuff from Howden Hops recently at all, really, because it would have only been in Cannes that I've been able to get them, and I haven't seen their cans about really. But I've been to the tap room, and that's like a lovely place. They've got a good setup down there.
I want to go to the tank bar, or whatever it's called. At some point, I will get there. Being in London quite regularly, so.
Yeah. But we haven't even done the flavours of this beer.
No, we're getting it. We're just. You can tell. You can tell we're having a few beers now. Kind of, the nonsense is flowing.
The ramblings.
So,
look at that lovely cloud in the background.
That's wonderful, isn't it? It's awesome.
Looks better on camera than it does in real life.
Oh, where is it? But anyway. So what's your highlights of the actual flavour?
That dankness is really nice. It actually helps round out those sweeter, fruitier characters.
Yeah, the edges a bit.
Yeah. Because initially when we first smelled it, when it was like on my video, go,
go check out.
When it was filled right up to the top, all I got were the sweeter, fruitier aromas. And then it was after that first sip, I was like, actually, there's a nice bit of dankness here.
I think this is a good example of how a review of beer can change over a little bit of time.
Definitely, because I've done that when I've shot a review, and you have those first initial sips, and you say one thing, and then when you finish, oh fucking hell, what's that?
It's just a Dunnock.
Yeah.
That was a Robin actually.
Yeah. Coming at me. And
SPB member.
But
anyway,
but yeah, when you had those first initial sips and that first review, and then you afterwards you stop shooting and you drink the rest of the beer, and your opinion completely changes of that beer.
Yeah.
And this is a little brief example of that, where you smell one thing initially, and then when you actually get into it a little bit more, it your thoughts and opinions change on it.
Yeah, I mean, another thing we've probably not really touched on, there's no hint at the ABV.
No. 6.9 is actually quite a strong.
It's quite
beer.
strong, but geez, I mean, we've had a lot less of ABV beers today that have been. I mean, I can't remember the was it the Terrapin?
Oh yeah, that was heavy.
The Jazz.
Yeah, no,
Terrapin.
5.5.
5.5, but it's big. 5.5. More of an English kind of style, kind of IPA, but really
sat a lot
heavy.
heavier.
But then that was just after breakfast, so that's probably
Exactly,
a little bit.
And a couple of coffees.
And a shit and all that sort of thing. But this is flowing down really nicely, considering it's like a medium body. I mean, it's just get in trouble with this stuff. But overall, really nice beer. So yeah.
See you on the next one.
Right, so that was a really nice place.
No, it's great. Really great beers, great atmosphere that we created.
Well, yeah, but I mean, obviously a time of day, so it gets a bit livelier later in the day, especially being on a Saturday. So yeah, it's just the noisier part of the walk. But we're just going to go and get Jake checked into his hotel, and then we're going to go to Flock Tap Room, which is a little bit of a walk. Well, it's probably about a 15-minute walk from that sort of area, something like that. But the sun is shining, the weather is sweet, yeah. Makes you want to move. So I brought another copyright strike.
Oh, there you go.
So, but yeah, it's a really nice, chilled kind of. He's on his phone, so. It's still pretty chilly though in the shade and stuff. I'm actually glad I've got this big fuck off like hardcore coat and stuff, and a hat. Helps. Does help. So yeah, we're going to go and check him in, and there'll be some music at Flock, so I don't care, I'm just going to do it. Redman says no. So Jakey boy is staying in here. Great Fires Lodge, which is just off the main high street, which is just down that way. And he's very close to. I didn't realise he's quite close to the Foundry, the brew pub, just down there. See where there's a sign outside, sort of just down there. I've actually done a vlog here, or live stream in the past, so he's staying there. 70 quid a night was pretty damn good, so yeah. So yeah, I actually learnt this walk in the dark, coming back from Flock, going to Pegasus Tap Room.
What an absolute punt.
Oh, Jesus. Punt of a pun. So you don't get that on any other vlog, do you? So, I can't remember what it's called now. There's not. Bingsley Island. That's it. So we've got some spring migrants. If you're into bird watching, turning up black caps. There's a chiff chaff over there. Done it. Just a house sparrow.
Oh, I don't know.
Blackbirds. quite nice, spring-like, but it's a really pleasant kind of walk. Again, it's just getting to know ways to walk. I mean, I walked this bit in the dark with about 5 or 6 others last time going back. If you're using like Google Maps and stuff, it's worth a little. It's definitely a nice walk. It's better than you know, going through all the high street and stuff. So about 5 minutes away. So there's going to be music now. So here's what it is. There he is.
Welcome to Jurassic Vlog.
Music alert, music alert. What do you want to do? Plenty of room. Just getting away from the music.
Kids out there.
Yeah, so here we are, Flock's Tap Room. This is a slip down Pilsner. Is it 4.5%?
4.5.
There's no other information, so I've remembered everything I need to at this point. We've had a few sips that has slipped down, quite nice. And yeah, it's looks absolutely pin sharp as you expect for the style. Let's go ahead with the aroma.
Yeah.
Again.
I keep going first. You have to go first on the next one.
It just does, doesn't it? Just that aroma just hits you.
Yeah. Super traditional German style pills. It's
just the aroma. You can just tell sometimes. It's kind of similar to what we were saying just now.
It's not overly hot. It's just on that sweet spot for me.
But you want that malt to shine a little bit as well.
Yeah.
You want that balance.
Yeah, and that's what about it. It's drinkability.
This is just the aroma. Yeah. You're getting all of that grassy kind of.
Lemony, grassy.
Yeah, lemony, grassy.
A little bit of crackery.
Yeah.
Malt.
Crackery, bready malt type of thing. But it's. I mean, I don't know what hops have actually used. I'll actually find out later. Maybe I'll mention, but
yeah,
it's probably like Hallertau or something like that. I don't know.
I think it's got to be those traditional
noble
or German hops. I mean, they could say that they make it with like British variants, a bit like what Utopian do. They tend to mix it out, but I'd be surprised if they did, because this is smelling super traditional.
Just about to say it definitely's got a Bavarian aroma to it.
Yeah.
So let's have another sip then.
Cheers.
Cheers, boy. And if lagers used to taste like that back in the day.
Yeah. So much, just bags of flavour. Bags and bags of flavour.
But
well
too
balanced.
Not overcarved.
No.
But you're getting more of the flavour rather than the carbonation that you get with the more traditional.
Yeah, it's like a bit of lemon zest. Again, a sort of a dry crackery. It's quite a drying beer.
Which keeps you going back.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like almost like you're getting some of them beer snacks you get.
Yeah.
Like a Sunday afternoon in a traditional pub. If you're like a lager drink and they come out with like the sort of roasties and stuff, and you're going back for another bit.
Yeah.
But you're getting that with this without any food.
No.
It's kind of a bit like that. But it's absolutely hitting the spot. So that's a Slip Down. This is their newest beer, the Flock Brewing Project here in Canterbury, and I'm sure we're going to have a few more beers from them soon.